Hi friends, welcome back. You guys all probably know I kept a lot of my plants. I took a lot of my plants to the church for the wedding, and I had brought all of them back but 3 of them, and we've just been so busy recently that I just brought those plants back, those 3 plants that I'd left. I just brought them back from the church 2 days ago. So they spent well over a month in the church building, and the spot that they were all in was very, very low light. It was just in like a hallway where there's no windows, and obviously they weren't watered. So I was really nervous about how they were going to do. So I'm going to give you guys some updates on how those 3 plants are doing. Okay, so we're going to start with this one because it is the saddest of the bunch. This is some type of syngonium. I want to say it's like the frosted heart or something like that. And clearly it is very unhappy. This is the only leaf that was alive, and then I had it sitting kind of in a low spot yesterday where Kitten could get to it, and she chewed on this leaf. So I'm not really sure if this is going to make it or not, but I'm going to probably cut off all these dead leaves and then just see what happens from there. The next plant I wanted to show you guys was this big Sansevieria, and let me move this. As you can see, this is looking really good. There are a couple, I don't know what you call them. They're not leaves, but a couple pieces that are like falling down like this. I haven't watered this plant yet because I just wanted to kind of let it settle in first. But I've just been propping these up so that they stay off of the floor. And other than that, it really doesn't look any different. One thing that's really nice about having big established plants like this is that you can neglect them for short periods like I did, even as long as, over a month, and they'll still be okay. We might lose those couple pieces that were droopy, but honestly I think this plant's going to be fine. I will water it later today. And then moving back into my bedroom, my big aloe plant that looks exactly the same as it did when I took it to the church. It even has put out a couple new pups that look a little sad, but that's fine. Yeah, this plant even got knocked over on the way back here, and it's just doing really well. I'm gonna water it soon. And I was really sad about this plant because I thought it was going to be dead on me because aloe obviously like a lot of sun, and this was getting absolutely no sun. So I'm really happy about this. I also wanted to show you guys my little setup I had going on over here. This is my humidifier. This is the Philodendron verrucosum that I got in that, I got it on sale because it was doing really poorly, I guess, but then when I got it, it looked really good. So the only leaf that's damaged is this one, and then I took a cutting and I have it in here, and look at how cute these 2 leaves are. This one just unfurled probably a week ago, and so I just took a cutting and put it in here, and we already have some roots coming in. So now I will have 2 of these that I got for really inexpensive. So that's really nice. I also decided to cut up my Philodendron SP Silver because I had that one cutting that's rooting and doing really well. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But the mother plant that I took it from wasn't growing or anything, so I just cut it up and put it into water. And now it seems to be doing okay. Over here is the Monstera Adansonii narrow form, which, as you can see, has a lot of yellowing on it. It's because I had it in this thing and then I sat it like right by the window, and I think that it was just getting a little too much intense sunlight because these leaves are yellow. There's even a little burn spot right here on this leaf, but this leaf is unfurling now, so I think it'll bounce back fine. I decided to take it out of that and just put it over here by my humidifier. And then also, I decided to cut up my philodendron burl marks, which I have this cutting that is in leca. I have this cutting that's in my living room window, just in water. I have this cutting in my bathroom that's also in water. And then I also have a couple cuttings in this jar in my kitchen that's in water. So I didn't really cut it up for any specific reason. When I got it, I thought that it had pests, and I think that they were gone, but I just wanted to be sure. And I kind of just didn't really care to have a big plant anymore. I wanted to propagate it and see how it would do, just like growing in water in various areas of my house. So I think that the cuttings I took are really pretty, and they just are an easy way to add some green into different spots of my house. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert some footage of me chopping up a plant from a couple days ago. You guys probably aren't gonna expect this, but I hope that you still enjoy watching it. Hey guys, so sorry about the change in location where I'm filming and the weird lighting. It's like 9 o'clock at night and I'm doing something a little risky, so I wanted to get it on video. So let me just angle this down. So as you can see here, we have my philodendron ploumanii. This is the first rare plant I've ever bought, but as you can see, I have this leaf that just broke off when it came out, and then the most recent leaf is really small and damaged, and I don't really know why. I've been keeping it in my little terrarium, but it just doesn't seem to be very happy in there. So I decided to take it out and check on it. And I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but these roots just don't look very healthy. They don't look like they're really retaining a lot of moisture. They're kind of brown. They're not soggy, so I don't think it's root rot, but they just don't look very good. So I've decided I'm gonna take it out of the pot. I had it in terracotta, and I'm just gonna propagate it in some sphagnum moss. So I have my shears, and I'm just gonna go in and cut right below the node. Here we go. Oh no! Oh, I cut off one of the beautiful leaves. This one was so pretty. How did I do that? Okay, it's fine. One leaf is lost, but just like that. What I'm gonna do is just start taking off some of these roots because they're all dead anyway, or at least they seem to be. So I think I'm just gonna cut them all off. What I could do, there's a node right here, so I could cut right below it and then have 3 propagations. I think I'm gonna do that. What? I'm gonna cut here. So now I have that node that I'm gonna stick in here. And then this, I'm just going to make sure I take off all the roots. And I'm just gonna stick this in here as well and see if it'll grow anything from that. So yes, I cut up my philodendron ploumanii, and this is what's going on with it now. It's just been in sphagnum moss for a couple days, None of the pieces have roots yet, but I just put it in that container with the moss, and then I have it in this little... Now this plant I was given by my cousins, Ashley and Marissa, which was very sweet of them. As you can see, there's a bunch of succulents in here. There's one of these, which I have a smaller one of, but I think it's really pretty. And there's also, as you can tell, little bits of string of pearls in here, which, if you guys remember, my big string of pearls I had died while I was away, while we were gone on our honeymoon, which I was really sad about. And I mentioned that I wanted to get a new one eventually, and so now I have this one, which kind of worked out perfectly. So I'm going to probably separate these, and I'm going to give some of the succulents to my mom and keep some of them for myself, of course. But I'm really excited about the string of pearls. Okay, so I have all my potting mix and all that I need. And the first thing I want to do is, I got this little cat planter thing with some cactus in it. Some of the plants in it aren't doing very well, so I want to take them out. And I have these large tweezer things that I'm going to be using to help me get them out so that I don't have to get spikes in my hand. Got all of the dead plants out, so now this plant can start focusing on pushing out healthier growth. Okay, the next thing we are going to be tackling is this very full pot of succulents. So let's go ahead and, I guess, just try to take it out of this pot. I don't know how easy this is going to be. I don't know how root bound it is or any like that, but I know that it's very full. So these tweezer things that I have also have this little like flat scoop thing on the end that I'm using to kind of pull the plant away from the pot. Okay, there we go. So it's not super root bound, but there are definitely a lot of plants in here that I want to try and separate. Okay, so we have all the plants separated, and so now I think honestly this one would fit really well just going back in the same pot. And I have this smaller one of the same plant, at least I'm pretty sure they're the exact same plant, that I might just pot in here with it. So I'm going to do that last. I think the first plant I'm going to pot up is this one, which I'm probably going to give to my mom because I think she'll like it. Okay, so this one is all potted up. I also think I might just go ahead and add the succulent into this pot too, since it's kind of like the same, not the same type of plant, but it looks similar. And next, I think I will pot up this big guy, which I hope I have a big enough nursery pot for. Oh yeah, this will look good. So I need to make some more potting mix. Okay, so this guy is good to go as well. Okay, so I decided that while I'm doing this, I would go ahead and repot these two guys, which I got from the lady that we rented from when we were in Michigan. So I think I'm just gonna put these guys in the same pot. We'll use this one. I think I'm also going to give this to my mom. Okay, next we have the one I am most excited for, the string of pearls. And I think I'm going to put these into terracotta. So we just have the small pot. Gonna mix up some soil. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I don't know how well you guys can see how cute this plant is, but it is absolutely adorable. I'm so glad that I have this plant again. Hopefully I can take good care of it this time and grow it out to be as big as my last one was. And then the last one is going to be these guys. So this one still doesn't have a lot of roots on it. Not really sure why, but hopefully it will enjoy being in a new pot. Okay, so I'm just now realizing my microphone wasn't plugged in this whole time, but let me show you guys the finished product of all these plants. So here are the succulents, the cactus, and this is the little, I don't even know what this is called. I think it's, I want to say it's a type of aloe, but I honestly think it's more related to cactus. But I have my little one that I've been growing, and then this bigger one that I just got, and I think they look absolutely adorable in here. And here is another shot of the string of pearls. A big thank you to Ashley and Marissa for giving me these plants. I don't know if they watched my videos, but if they are, I'm really appreciative of you guys for giving these to me. And I will do my best to take care of them, and I know my mom will take care of the ones that I'm giving to her. Okay guys, I think that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned something new. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!